Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janneil Pilgrim and I'm the friend that tells you the truth about your makeup. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss a post. We have a lot going on, from makeup to get ready with me to story times, and today's video is gonna be a story time. You guys know that I really do shy away from these story times. I just feel so seen every time I tell a story on here. But I did promise on my Instagram, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me. It's at menujp_. I promised on Instagram that I would tell you guys a story about how I sprained both my ankles. So let's go ahead and get into the story time.
It was in the year 2016. A young woman named Janneil Pilgrim.
All jokes aside, the year was 2016, for real. I was graduating from high school. Drop a blue heart in the comments if you actually went to high school in Jamaica. In Jamaica, you graduate around grade 11, and then it's optional for you to apply to go to, I think, pre-university, or you can go to what we call sixth form, and that's grade 12 and 13. We were graduating from grade 11 at the time. You know, graduation is coming up. You have to make preparations for graduation. My mom, because of her job, she never really had time to do everything, and I needed to get grad shoes. She had said I should wait until she got the time to get the grad shoes, or I could go and get the grad shoes myself. So me being me, I told her no, I wanted to get it myself. And I'll give you like a little backstory behind that. Mom bought me like these. The shoes are expensive and they're very comfortable. It's like you're walking on pillows. They're called hush puppies, but I hated how ugly they looked. Let me say that for another time, but I also have another story about this whole same shoes fiasco. Shoes always get me in a problem. Because she buy me the hush puppy them, I did not want her to buy me no ugly grad shoes. Mommy, I love you, but them shoes are the ugly for real. Decided, yeah, I'm going to go and get the grad shoes on my own. No, the place that I had to go to get the grad shoes was downtown, right? Downtown Kingston, Jamaica. If anybody know nothing about downtown, when you're going downtown, you don't talk like this. You don't dress up, you don't do any of that stuff, right? And I didn't know downtown like that. I never had an understanding. So I went with one of my sister's friends. She knew her way around downtown. She could show me like the different stores. I didn't want to buy anything off the roadside because I wanted a shoes that would last me. Because I wanted a shoes that would last me, I would have to get it in a store. It would just be more expensive than something that you would find on the roadside, like on the carts or something like that. First of all, it was so hard to find a shoes. One, because we're supposed to wear white. My school wears all white and we're supposed to wear white shoes. I never been seeing this all my life. Oh, not to mention I'm a foot big. It's supposed to be white. I'm a foot big. The odds are already against me. I know that this never really did go end well. It was so hard for me to find white shoes in the many stores that we went into. So finally now, we find a store that had white shoes in my size. Don't ask me what size I wear because I'm not going to tell you no. I'm putting you guys enough in my business, but like, found a store with the shoes now, and we decide gonna try on the shoes. You know those shoes that have like the, I don't know what they call them, the ones with the triangle mouth. It wasn't a peep toe. There were so many different restrictions too when it came to the shoes that my school had given us, like it had to be a certain way. And then now when I'm buying the shoes, I have to think about the fact, say, if it's no foolishness, my mother is going to send me back to go and return it, and then she'll go bring me now for buying me whatever shoes she want me to wear. So I was thinking to myself, it have to be a real hot girl shoes. It can't be anything less than that, and it just have to look nice and decent enough for my mother to say. It was my size, but you know, with those closed toe shoes, you have to ensure that it's a size bigger than you. People, I want the shoes so bad. I tell the man in the store, say, yes, I will take the shoes, because I couldn't bother to keep searching in no other store. Not only should I have taken a size bigger, but then the shoes never have any platforms. The next thing, it's 6 inches tall. I used to wear heels before, but they had platforms. You know, platform heels, they don't need no extra help. It's all the help you need. But this one had no platforms and it was 6 inches high. When I put on the shoes and I walk in the store, just the shoes look good for my foot, people. The shoes just sit on my foot. My foot just look good in the shoes. At the time, I think it was like $3,000 for the shoes or something like that. I believe that was under the amount that my mother had given me to buy. So I said, yeah. Furthermore, I'm bringing back money and I get her shoes. Went home now and I showed my mom the shoes. And my mother said to me,
Janneil, you cannot walk in these shoes.
It's the same time, no, hear me now. Yes, mommy. Of course, I can walk in the shoes. I'm going to go for the shoes, you know. I'm going to put on the shoes and I walk for her for sure. So I can walk in the shoes, you know. On the inside, you know, I know say 2 minutes max. And my foot are going to give way in the shoes, yeah. After I walk up and down for a little bit of time, like a couple seconds well. She's just like, you know what? I'm just going to let you do you. Because I can't bother with you right now. Because I tell you, say you can't walk in the shoes and you don't want to believe me. So, she let me wear the shoes. So come graduation practice, brought the shoes to school one time. Only for hear say every day. And literally, in June, we practiced every single day. The walk was from the grade 10 block. If you don't go to ICHS or you never been to ICHS, you will not know what I'm talking about. The block was about, I don't know how long, but the point is it was a pretty long walk. Then after that, we had to walk by the bookstore and then walk down the patio. It's not just your class. It's all the classes in grade 11. My name was P, so you know somebody all the way around at the back. I'm all the way at the back. When I brought the shoes to practice, I'm gonna put on the shoes. As I say, my foot sit down in the shoes, you know. Yeah, so when I put on the shoes, everybody was like, oh, I like your shoes. I guess me, oh, mama knows that I can't walk in the shoes. I know I can't walk in it. As I said, the restrictions were so very tight. A lot of people came in the round mouth shoes, and because it did white, it just did look like some little Cinderella knickknacks, small heeled kind of. I didn't like them. They literally look like the shoes that I used to put on my Barbie dolls. I did not like them. Now that's gassing me, because I have one of the nicest shoes in this whole grad class. I love that for me. Girl, you can't walk in the shoes. Remember that part there. For the grad practice, I'm there taking off the shoes. When a teacher passing, I put it on back. Taking off the shoes. When a teacher passing, I put it on back. I had to do that quite literally every single day. And then for the walk down the patio, I can't take off the shoes. And then when we walk down the patio and get on the stage, we had to stand for an extended period of time. So I had to have on the shoes all of that time. I understand, say yes, on the day I would need to have enough practice in the shoes, but honestly, it felt like torture to me. Eventually, my ankle them started failing me. It started to hurt really, really, really bad. And I had to keep going. I had to keep wearing it. I had another white shoes at home, but based on the fact that they had so many restrictions, they wouldn't let me practice in that shoes. And I would start bringing it just to beg them to let me practice in it, because that one had platforms and I really could not walk in the one that I had bought. They were saying you have to walk in the shoes that fit the regulation, 1, and 2, on the day off you can't walk in these shoes that you have. I think that they could have been a little bit more lenient based on the fact that I was explaining to them that it was hurting me. But all in all, they didn't tell me to buy no shoes that I couldn't walk in. So it wasn't their fault. We practiced for about a month. It was almost time for graduation. By this, my ankle them mash up. Even in flats, I was limping. I couldn't walk in flat shoes. I remember on the day of graduation, my ankles were so swollen. I didn't want to tell my mom because I know that she would be like, I told you that you couldn't walk in the shoes. I was speaking to one of the teachers, and on the day I remember crying and telling her, I cannot wear the shoes. Please do not let me wear the shoes because I cannot walk in it. And I would, like, tears were literally running down my face while I was talking to her. I think she was the only person that showed me any form of compassion. She was just like, I understand what you're saying, but if you can, just walk in the flats that you have, and whenever you get to the entrance of the patio and you're about to do the walk down, go ahead and put on the shoes and try your best to walk as quickly as possible to the stage. When you sit down, you take it off. When you're supposed to collect anything, put it on and go, and then come back and sit down and take it off. Truth be told, when I put on that shoes at the front part of the patio, I didn't think I would have made it to the end because it was so painful. It was like somebody was using something to hit me in my ankle, and I could not believe that I mash up my foot because hot girl business. I did exactly what she said. So as soon as I sat down, I took off the shoes, put on the shoes to go collect my diploma and all of that, and came back. Then I remember, so we have to stand up for a graduation song. Who vex like me? Anyways, I decided that I'm not gonna put on my shoes because there's no way I can make it through the whole entire song with the dancing we're supposed to do in that shoes. It wasn't going to happen. I was never so glad that my name started with P so much in my entire life. It wouldn't be that noticeable because I was in like the 3rd or 4th row. Thankfully, all that was done. Then we had to go take pictures with family. My mom realizes that there is something completely wrong. She's telling me, don't put on back the shoes, whatever, just take the pictures without it. Me first now, I'm put on back the shoes because I'm like, mommy, everybody came, just to support me and all that. I want to ensure that I look nice in the pictures. If you look on the smile on all of the pictures, I probably can put one right here. The smile fake. If the smile fake one more time, fake ask it why it's so fake. If I could have just take off my foot them and walk without them, I would have. That's how much pain I was in. Fast forward now, after that I had to go to the doctor because clearly there was something wrong with me. And the doctor was like, both of her ankles are sprained. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, both of her ankles are sprained and she'll never be able to wear heels again or anything that's elevated, and it's probably never going to heal. Not to be like a cliche, but let me tell you something. And this is not to debunk doctors or anything, but God has the final say concerning everything. I won my first pageant that same year. I had to wear heels. I don't remember exactly how she explained it, but she was like, even if it gets better and I can walk properly and I won't be limping, it's just a case where it's so far gone that I will continuously have problems with my feet. Moral of the story is, always listen to your mother because your mom is always right. Don't wear shoes that can't fit you. Don't wear heels that you can't walk in. Don't want to end up like me that end up with 2 sprained ankles. I can wear heels. I wear heels a lot. Run in them, do all of that. But I would encourage anybody to do what I did. For the mercy of God, I still can do what I can do now. Before I went down that patio, I had to dry up my tears, put on the shoes, and walk down there. Do not do that to yourself. It just wasn't worth it. It really was not worth it. So that's my 2 cents on it. Thank you guys so much for listening to this story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just wanted to share my experience because I was like, wow, this is a really funny story because why would I even do that? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Let me know in the comments what you think, other videos that you'd like to see. If you love this video, don't forget to like the video and don't forget to share. Also, if you share, tag me on Instagram. It was great talking to you guys. Bye. I love you.